Howdy! PSD and its shows are mostly supported by you guys. If you like what we do, make sure to rate the podcast wherever you listen, subscribe if you haven't, share your favorite moments and episodes with friends, and check out our Patreon if you want to give us some financial support, as well as get a little something in return. All of that stuff helps like you wouldn't believe. Thanks so much for everything, and we hope you enjoyed this episode of Please Stop Talking.
Is it messed up that the one thing that sticks out of my mind, like mostly from my trip to Montreal, was finding the gas station slushy that was either sewer flavored or swamp flavored?
What?
Oh, yeah. Wait, Jillian, you didn't know about the sewer and swamp slushy?
No, I don't think I knew about this either.
Yeah, no, that's a thing.
Brendan and I ran into a lot of weird shit when we got off our own.
We did.
I feel like I fucking missed out. What the hell?
That's the brand of Couche-Tard, I think. Like, they make all their slushies, like, I mean, they're not actually flavored like sewers and shit,
I would
but
hope
they call
not.
them like, they call them sewer, rotten cheese, piss, shit, fart.
That's like a very 90s thing to do, where it's like, look, eat the gross flavor.
Yeah, it's like the Jelly Bean Company, and they have like
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, Bean Boozled.
Bean Boozled.
Yeah, Bean Boozled.
Oh, I was thinking of the Harry Potter ones, where it's like, oh, you get earwax.
Isn't that
Same
the same
thing, yeah.
one where it's like, don't you want to eat egg?
They're the same
Oh, okay.
company, yeah.
Gotcha.
Jelly Belly, that's the one.
Oh, yeah. They're good.
Yeah,
They're good
you know,
stuff.
the popcorn flavored jelly beans are fucking banging, and I
They're
won't
pretty
hear it. I won't hear it. They're pretty
Ew,
fucking
no, they're
good.
not. Are you
They're
serious?
banging.
I don't like
The
it.
Dum
No,
Dums
dead
that are
serious.
popcorn
They go
flavored
hard.
and the jelly beans that are popcorn flavors are fucking banging.
Oh, you're fucking kidding.
I'm on your team, Billy.
You are the second person I know who like loves popcorn flavor.
Popcorn flavor and artificial banana. I love that flavor.
Yeah, like one of my friends I only get are like popcorn flavored jelly beans. Like she fucking loves that.
That's a little weird. Exclusively.
No, no, you can buy bags of just like one jelly bean flavor. She's like, give me popcorn, give me a big bag of popcorn ones.
That's strange.
I'm pretty sure you can just special order those as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can, but like whatever.
He wasn't lying. That's
Special order popcorn, like that shit is fucking nasty, dog.
sewage and swamp flavored.
Yeah,
slushies.
sewage and swamp flavor.
Could special order Garrett's popcorn though. That shit's good.
That's my brother's name. That's crazy.
That is your brother's name. Does he make the popcorn?
No, he works in a warehouse and he picked up the box and he just got his new teeth in the other day.
Good for
I'm now
him.
the only adult in my family that has almost all of his full human teeth.
Well, listen,
Human
if you
teeth.
consider me a brother, I'll get rid of my teeth for you.
Okay,
so you can
good.
still be the only one with teeth.
Good. Speaking of family, Billy.
Ooh, speaking of
Can
family,
we do
yeah, I
like
got
a hard
married.
intro? Do we want to do like a hard
I
intro?
don't fucking know yet.
Welcome to the podcast.
Welcome to the podcast. Yeah, everybody came up because I just got married. Happy Pride Month. I mean, I got married a year ago, but the wedding was right now. I know, dude. People always ask on comments like, "Why do you call him your husband, but you're not married? You didn't have your wedding yet." It's you know why?
The
'Cause
legal
fucking
stuff is so
weddings are
much easier.
expensive. The legal stuff literally takes no fucking time.
And also, like, put yourself in the position of loving another human being and like being able to say you're married to them. Why would you not do that?
It's whatever. It's all, to be fair, like my fiance also sounds like shit. So but I was actually married. Like legally, I was already married. So at that point, he was already my husband. It's just like now with the wedding, I feel much more like we're husbands, you know?
You feel more gay.
A lot more shitting with the door open moments.
I feel so gay. Like when I got into the wedding venue, all I could think of was just like, holy shit, this is so woke. That's the only thought.
I walked in and went, holy shit, they give Long Islands in portions like these?
Oh my God.
Also, really cheap.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm gonna be honest, guys. I was generous with my wedding. Okay, like I got
you were.
I got the receipt at the end, and I was like, whoa, damn, my friends can drink.
Shelby knew about me recording today, and she's like, make sure you mention that I kept up with 10.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh my
She
God.
did.
Yeah, she did.
She fully kept up with 10 in 5-inch heels.
Yeah, that's because women are horrifying. No, women are horrifying with alcohol, dog.
Oh, I thought you were just saying in general, and I was gonna say that.
I mean, they're also horrifying because I'm a gay man.
I was gonna,
that's because I'm a gay man. I'm literally horrified of women.
It's not a preference thing. It's more just like it's just like the path of least resistance for you.
My wife kept walking up to Billy, and Billy would go, and then run away every time.
It was really hard. There were a lot of women in that fucking wedding. Why did I invite all the things that scared me?
Should have put a sign up on the door. This is
No girls allowed.
No girls allowed. Girls is spelled with a U.
With a Z.
Girls.
Why did we get a real venue? We could have got a tree for it.
No, it's perfect. Like Billy's older sister asking me about music on the dance floor was really fun.
I love the part where they put me and you at Boo's family table, and I told Boo's mom to check out my YouTube channel.
Okay, wait. We gotta okay, from the top. Let me explain to you how it was for me when you were fucking supper started. We had just finished the cocktail. We had a nice little drink. I was feeling a little tipsy. I was feeling good. We start getting the salads. We start getting the appetizers, and they're fantastic. Everything is so nice. From the fucking my right ear, it starts tickling because I hear Mountain Dew review. I knew what was happening. I stood up. I looked straight at the table with Boo's fucking entire family. And in my head, when we were doing the tables, I was like, Brendan can be normal. Mandy is very normal usually when he's in public. So this will work. But no, Brendan decided it was time to just talk about his YouTube channel with his entire family. And you know what? At the end of the wedding, they came up to us and they were like, oh, we heard that your friend over there, he has his YouTube channel. He does Mountain Dew. He does reviews for Mountain Dew.
Yeah. Yeah.
They think you're an official reviewer. They think you're an official Mountain Dew reviewer.
The thing is, I also heard him directly talk about his gameplay videos to them too.
Mountain Dew Gaming.
God. I just mentioned it. I didn't say anything. It was like a nervous moment where, like, when I get nervous, I'm like,
why would you get nervous? Nothing was happening.
You put me with family.
This happened before in Chicago. Like, we were in an Uber and the driver just asked, hey, so what do you do for a living? Brendan went, well, I'm an online content creator, and just immediately just started saying everything.
Confused and scared. I don't know how to talk to people.
You wouldn't last a single fucking second in any prison ever. You'd spill the beans.
Billy, I'm laying the groundwork. You don't understand.
It's called networking, Billy.
It's called networking.
It's called one new subscriber.
Here's the fucking thing. I know for a fucking fact that they actually checked you out.
Yeah.
They went to the hotel and they actually checked you out.
New subscribers.
All I'm saying, the reason I brought it up, my mom loves sharing those videos with people.
Well, we'll do a conference call. We can get Brendan on it too to like convince them.
like an elevator pitch a week later.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Are you sure you don't want to subscribe? Here's the reasons why you should.
It's a new outreach program.
Oh, dude. Fuck you.
I was so normal.
Fuck. I believed in you so hard. I remember doing the tables is so hard for a wedding, and I remember fucking agonizing over it. I was like, fuck, who do I put where? And I genuinely thought you wouldn't throw your spaghetti on the floor and just start slipping over banana peels.
Old white ladies love it when I talk about that stuff. I don't know why, but like that's how I got away with getting my passport like express shipped.
Listen, the thing is, I think you're right because they were like, oh, that Brendan fella and his Mountain Dew review? Like they immediately came to tell us about that. They knew.
They're going to walk away remembering me. Boo's family's going to remember me.
Yeah.
More than the wedding, they're going to remember you. You were the highlight.
That's funny because for me, my family remembers Mandy the most.
That makes sense.
Why?
Did you not see Mandy in the middle of dinner service get up and start dancing to Dancing Queen?
This is true.
In front of everybody?
Yeah, I forgot that Mandy was a catalyst for that.
Yeah, you forgot I was the catalyst for the dancing.
He was.
Those Long Islands had big portions.
You got fucking possessed by a demon for a little bit.
You left such a mark with our families, dude.
You got so into it that like you had the entire wedding cheering for you, and then you continued to dance into the
bathroom.
Yeah, no, all the way across the area, up the stairs, and then onto the balcony and into the toilet.
And then could see you still dancing on the balcony into the bathroom.
Yeah,
dude, you have impressed my mom. All I'm saying is like my parents and my close family, my aunts would not shut the fuck up about the guy who was dancing during dinner service.
I'm glad that we've collectively left a good impression.
Yeah, because then they cleared the tables and said we should start dancing. In fact,
yeah,
that's one thing I'm proud of was the way that we started doing the dance was I told the furry table because there was an actual furry table. I'm sorry to all who was on the furry table.
Not me.
Segregation is still alive and well in America and Canada.
Yeah, I told them they had to get up and go to the bar because we wanted to do our first dance, and it's a big venue, but there were more guests than I thought that would come, so we had to take the table out. We did our first dance. And our first dance was to Origami Angel's Brightest Days. And what I did was before the song started, I went to every single person that I could. And I was like, when it starts, like the guitar starts, I want a fucking mosh pit at my wedding. And I could, like, we did the most awkward dancing ever and got like when the guitar started, like, I started going, get the fuck in. And dude, we had an actual mosh pit at the wedding. It was so sick.
You caught me coming out of the bathroom to tell me, and I had to ask you like 4 or 5 different times. I was like, you're sure?
Yeah.
Once you were sure that you're sure, I ran downstairs and started gathering people.
My mom started screaming, like, she was like, what?
I didn't see that.
It was awesome. Though my mom was so surprised. She was so happy I did something stupid like that. It was fucking awesome.
That rolls.
I don't think anything else happened at the wedding. It was like
I lost my wedding ring for a moment.
The DJ found it though.
There were a lot of interesting conversations at that wedding because people were rotating around tables, and some things I wish I never heard. Others were pretty funny.
I hope I wasn't too incredibly in your face and annoying taking pictures of everyone the whole time.
No, you were very Nat Geo the whole time.
Julian, you were like a ghost.
Not for me. I kept staring down the lens.
Yeah, you were driving me fucking crazy, Ted. I'm gonna fucking kill you.
My sister's a photographer, so I knew it would drive you insane. Every single time I saw you, I would just stare directly at the lens.
No, and you got other people to do it too, is what pissed me off. I kept telling everyone at the wedding, ignore me. Please ignore me. The photos don't look good if you know I'm here. So like if you notice me, pretend you didn't. And so 10, while I'm doing all that, is like, no, he really loves it whenever you look directly into
he hates candid. I think I said to at least 3 people he hates candid photos. Make sure you're staring at him.
Oh, dude, fucking annoying. To be fair, the pictures you took are amazing.
I appreciate it.
Who's worse, 10 or my family? Because my family would literally constantly look at you.
That is
and
tough. I mean, I don't know, Billy, if you had a chance to look at the photos, but yeah, it's like there's precious few of them, and it's because they
not stop fucking staring right at the camera and doing silly faces.
They were giving me stink eye. Yeah, I don't know what was going on.
No, they were not giving you stink eye.
I got stink eye a couple times, but I think it was just because I was like,
I think it's more they were confused.
Okay, that makes sense.
I don't think they hate you or anything.
I don't think so either. I got a distinct feeling that not everyone was on the same page as to what I was trying to accomplish.
I remember Billy's mom in perfect English saying, that fucking Noodle guy.
Yeah, she literally said, I'm unsubscribing. No, sorry. She didn't say it like that. She said, I'm unsubscribing.
Oh.
She asked me, what is big pizza?
What is you just say?
What is Big Penny?
Oh.
Big Penny?
Oh, yeah, well, because I was talking to Billy's mom later in the night.
Oh, you mean the Batman Big Penny?
The Batman Big Penny, yeah. You didn't see it, but when I put my tire on my head when I was really fucking drunk, I walked over to the French table and spoke in perfect French and told him to check it out.
My mom was just happy to meet everybody. That's why, like, I had to walk around I had to parade you guys a bit to my mom. Except 10, I missed 10.
I'm sorry I didn't meet you, Mrs. Billy's mom.
Even though 10 is the only one that learned French to talk to my mom.
I learned an introduction in French.
I also learned some French to compliment your mom.
Did you talk to my mom?
So then she told me later that if she could speak English well, that she would be chatting my ear off.
That's nice.
That sounds like my mom. Yeah, no, my mom was so happy because she was like, these are the stupid fuckheads you do your fucking comedy
That is
with.
not the language she used.
She did call it a gay little podcast, though.
I'm gonna be honest, my mom would not be scared to say that, but in French, but like lovingly.
Yeah, but that's not the impression I got, because as soon as the word fuck was uttered in any of the songs while we were dancing, you went out of your way to tell everyone how your entire family collectively was like, oh.
No, okay. Not when fuck was uttered, when the N-word was uttered, because somebody quite decided to go and ask the DJ to play Not Like Us by fucking Kendrick Lamar.
It was funny as shit.
Quite requested it.
Yeah, he dropped a Drake song like right after it.
It was I was sitting at my table and Jello's looking at me and Quite's looking at me. It's like, don't tell anybody. I was like, okay.
I knew already because he came up to me while I was ordering a drink and he said, I don't know what to do that. I'm gonna play Like I Us. And I was like, what? Okay, I don't care. Do what you want, man.
And then during Not Like Us, Billy's older sister comes up to me and goes, is this song popular in your country? You won't know the words. And then I had to ask, Billy, is this not popular here?
No, she actually came up to me and she was like, she They're normies and I'm wokey.
Such a normie.
She also loves Drake. He's Canadian.
I was so close to requesting Hamster Dance from the DJ.
Oh, that
that
would
I
have been
just-
sick.
I felt like that would be a bridge too far.
I wish you did.
It felt like a bridge too far. I didn't want to do
No,
that.
Hamster Dance is fucking awesome.
It is. I'll agree with you on
Diga
that.
dee 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 dodo type beat.
Dee-da do?
I know exactly why you wanted to fucking request that. Those stupid chicken nugget videos, Julian. They're actually rotting your brain.
Oh, did you know? Did you know
my
the chicken
God.
nugget videos have a colloquialism that I fucking hate?
Oh,
For me, it was even worse. 10. It was a fan animation of Harry Potter puppet pals that got into my head.
Oh my god.
The chicken nugget videos aren't called Cotton Eye Joe fucked up. They're called Giga Gaga Giga Gaga Giga Giga. They call them by how they say it. So it's like Giga Gaga Giga because it's like it's
Right.
how the chicken nugget sings it. And I got so fucking mad the other day when somebody asked me, "Hey Brendan, have you seen the Giga 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 Gaga videos yet?" And I went to go, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
That would fucking murder me, I think.
it's like the He-Man video that's just called Heya Heya Heya.
Hey, Brendan, have you seen that meme? The one that goes now, yeah?
Julian, have you seen that meme where it's Adam Sandler with a gun, but instead of Adam Sandler having the gun, it's going to be me?
Oh, interesting.
It's called Julian Dead on Impact.
On impact. Impact of what? Bullet?
Don't worry, Dead on Impact.
Okay.
we have fun here.
On that wedding day too, that was the day I almost got abducted.
Oh,
Fuck,
yeah.
that's right. That's still a mystery
Oh
to me.
wait,
Yeah.
I don't know about this. What?
Oh, I didn't tell you.
No, I mean to be fair, like I'm gonna be honest. Like that wedding day, I came into the venue and I was literally pissing my fucking pants. Like I was so horrified of just even being there.
Can attest.
Oh, dude, yeah, you saw me, yeah, because you saw me like before everybody got into the venue. I was literally pissing my pants.
Yeah, no,
scared.
you looked like
Dude,
you.
I'm not-
Boo and I had a conversation on the way back from the cathedral. We were just talking, not the cathedral. What the fuck? The gazebo. Yes.
Oh, because yeah, we
Yeah,
took pictures.
you,
at
you
the
left a little
gazebo, yeah.
early, so Boo and I walked back and we had a little talk about like, do you think Billy's gonna be okay? I looked at Boo and I was like, he's probably fine.
It took me until like my friend of years and years and years, Ferds, came up and did his speech about us.
Yeah.
To relax, because when he did that speech, and it was, dude, I don't know about you guys, but that was one of the most heartfelt, nicest fucking speeches I've ever heard in my fucking life.
So then you said there's no way he wrote that.
It was so,
Yeah, you immediately followed it up with like, who ghost wrote that for you?
There's
dude?
no way he wrote
yeah,
that.
yeah, as a joke. Don't
I
make
thought
me
it was so
sound like
earnest.
the bad guy. It was the most earnest thing I've ever heard him say to me, because I'm like, I mean, I sound different right now. I'm at a fishing lodge. I can literally see him right now
Call him
fishing
over
on
and
the lake.
Grill him about this right now.
He's on the lake.
Guest interview.
He's.
All right,
You want me to
call
go
him
out and
fishing.
just?
Call him.
Okay, give me a sec. Give me a sec.
He's actually going to get him.
Okay, this was a bit. I was not expecting this to do anything.
I'm kidding. I'm not doing that. He's way too far. He wouldn't hear me. No, but like it was actually one of the nicest fucking things anybody has ever said about me and Boo. So it caught me really off guard because, dude, French Canadians, they don't really talk about their emotions at all. So that's why it got me so hard. And that's the moment where I was like, oh, okay, I can. If he's willing to put his whole ass in front of my family, just like be completely earnest, I can do that too, and I can be chill. And that's when
It's a wedding.
dude, yeah, but man, yeah, how about you fucking get a wedding, huh? How about you
Nope.
get into a fucking wedding with all the closest fucking people in your life, and you just be earnest as fuck and start saying nice things that are like, dude, it's hard. It's kind of hard.
I just don't feel like it.
It's hard, but it was
No, it
nice.
is. Yeah,
and
no.
it was
Bits
probably like
aside.
the most perfect wedding ever. Everything went according to plan. But how did you get abducted? Question mark.
It's an amazing segue back into it.
Yeah, wow.
The first day we got to the Holiday Inn, and I wanted to walk to the closest gas station to get some energy drinks. And it's in like this industrial park, right?
Because you stayed near us. You were like we're kind of next to an industrial park. There's a lot of those, pretty much.
Just a bunch of
everywhere.
big buildings
But
and a lot of like
It was
gray areas.
specifically like just a bunch of like factories and shit.
Factories, big buildings,
Yeah.
and like hazy smoke. I felt like I was home in Sioux City. I was like, this shit's like Iowa right now.
See, all I'm saying is I think about my guests. I knew you would be comfortable here.
Yeah, you put me in the Iowa fucking biome. Thanks.
The Iowa biome.
Yeah, you put
just
me
like
in the Iowa
Minecraft.
biome where I belong. I walked to the gas station. The Oh God, what is it? What is the gas station name called?
Kushtal.
Yeah. I was gonna say something else. I was gonna say it wrong in a bad way.
I think Kushtal is called Circle K in like the rest of Canada.
Okay.
I think so. In the U.S.
Yeah.
I walked there.
Wait, you guys have Circle K?
We have Circle K.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, we have
Everywhere.
Circle K's.
I think it actually is the same thing.
They
but
did because they
French.
had the Mountain Dew Purple Thunder there, which is a Circle K exclusive.
Of course you would fucking know.
Yeah.
That's really funny that you would say that, you fuck.
We found Mountain Dew Black at that one store.
I did actually find Pitch Black at that one store next to the Jokers, but we'll talk about the Jokers later.
Oh, fuck.
What does he mean by the joke? Oh, the Jokers! Oh my god!
We'll talk about the Jokers. I want to get through this fucking story though. It's
Okay,
just simple and easy.
yeah.
I basically walked to the gas station. I'm walking back to the hotel. I'm like chilling. I'm just like having my fucking like SpongeBob animation walk cycle, like fucking and like a black car pulls up to me and a dude jumps out, points at me and says, "Hey!" And I just keep fucking walking.
What the fuck?
And then he yells, "Hey!" again. And I just keep fucking going. I don't know what was happening. He got in his car and he drove away, but I was genuinely afraid he was gonna like run up and like grab me, even though he's half my size. I was like, what? It was a very odd encounter. I get back to the hotel and I'm like, Shelby, I almost got fucking stolen. I don't know what happened.
Wait. What? Where was that? Was that at the intersection?
It was by the Holiday Inn near one of like the factories while I was walking past this parking lot. It was on the street. This lone black car pulled up. Guy got out, pointed at me, yelled, "Hey," twice, and then I walked away. He didn't even like continue it. He just literally yelled "Hey" twice and then like drove away while I walked away. I did not even turn my head. I was just like, no, I'm gonna keep going.
That's so fucking weird, dude. What?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
That's how I knew that my trip to Montreal would be definitely exciting.
My favorite thing that people have told me about Montreal is that it's very lively in a way that is not dangerous. That's the funniest thing I've ever heard in my fucking life.
Felt like Portland. Like if New York was Portland.
I love how fucking stupid I felt in the entirety on the trip, where just be like, out of there, y'all speak English.
Yeah.
I mean,
Why
most
don't you
of
just-
the places you walk in, they say bonjour, hi, and whenever
Yeah.
you respond, and they're like, okay, English.
Just say bonjour or bonsoir. I was expecting I might get one or two like Quebecois moments, but
Bonjour, bonsoir.
My favorite things that people have told me was, well, my second favorite was like, I didn't expect French Canada to be French, and I was like, what the fuck?
It was.
Like a lot of family members came.
I said that.
I can't believe how French it is. I didn't think it would be so
I actually
French.
think Brendan
And it was
said
like,
that too.
I said that too. I was like, it is so French here. I had no idea.
All the signs are in French.
it's French Canada. Of course, it's French.
But I expect that from Quebec, but I didn't think that Montreal was going to be so close.
Brother.
You know?
Montreal, Quebec.
They're both in like the first language is French.
I didn't
My
know that.
experience
in
with
Quebec.
I didn't know that.
my experience with Canada and French Canada all comes from Billy and Letterkenny. So I thought everybody would be wearing blue plaid everywhere. I was like, "Where's the blue plaid
So I
at?"
thought everybody would be woke.
I thought everybody
like
would be
Billy.
a stereotypical French Canadian. Yeah,
I had a lot of eye-opening experiences being there. One of my favorites was whenever I first arrived, I had to, use the public transit system to get to the Airbnb.
Yeah.
And like I arrive in the airport and like it's a culture shock because it's the first time I've been to a place wherever English is not the primary language. And it's strange to be in an environment where it's like, oh, this is not for my language predominantly, which pissed me the F off. But like
American
Yeah.
moment.
yeah, so like then I go to the transit system and it's like, oh, English isn't even here. Oh, it's all French.
Okay, that's
And
not true. English is there.
in the I'm telling you, Billy, I go to the train station I was at, no English. I walk up to the sign and I just have to figure it out. And what's funny is that it was intuitive enough that within about a minute I was able to figure out where I was headed, where I was, and it was fine. There was enough context clues. It was very clearly designed, which reminded me of New York, because in New York, I went to the signs and it was only in English, and I still couldn't fucking figure it out for the life of me.
What's the French word for exit?
Sortie.
Yeah,
You're like, where's the
Sortie.
sorting room?
I got
where's the
confused
sortie
in
room?
the airport
Oh,
the very
the
first
sorting
day.
room.
I
Oh
saw
my
a bunch
God.
of exit signs that said sortie, and I saw sortie exit, and I was like, okay, do we go to the sortie exit or do we go to the exit? Where's the?
Yeah,
I went to Sortie and I was like, Sortie's like a melody. What does that mean?
Yeah.
I was rubbing my temples the entire time hearing these hearing American and foreign country stories.
Yeah, I did pretty good. I wish I paid more attention in high school in French class because I didn't learn shit.
You just say bonjour, bonsoir, and they respond in English.
I said salut to a TSA agent, and they started talking to me in French, and I went, oh, fuck, English, please.
If you just make an attempt to go, I do not expect you to speak English, it's fine.
No, people are they're super understanding about that stuff. They don't give a fuck.
There was only one time wherever I wasn't immediately clocked as a foreigner, and I had to just be like, English only, sorry. And then they spoke perfect English, and it was fine.
Julian came up to me at one point and was like, how do I tell people I don't speak English? And I was like, just...
Je ne parle pas français.
Je suis un touriste.
Yeah, je suis...
Yeah, no.
That was my
saying
big
tourist
trip.
was like the
I'm a
easiest way.
fucking tourist.
Tourist.
American, s'il vous plaît.
It's like when that lady was talking to our friend Mickey because he was like tapping his feet.
Oh, yeah.
And she turned around and started talking to him in French and then looked at him and went, oh.
No tappy tap.
I had a
that
really,
was that sexy Star
It
Wars.
was a sexy Star Wars, but and he just stared at her and she went, oh, no tippy tappy.
Very briefly before Sexy Star Wars, I just wanted to self-report by saying I had a really hard time mentally because I live in Texas, right? So a lot of people don't it's not uncommon to be people who don't speak English very well, which is fine. But I tend to default to that because I've grew up around it. Is like, oh, I know a few Mexican words, so like I can I can get the very basics.
You did not.
Puedo ir al baño.
I didn't.
Did you? Okay, I thought
but
you were
I got
just
very close a couple times. I was very, I was very close to being like, I was very close to saying like, oh, lo siento. It was really bad.
I mean, you know, Spanish is a little closer to French. They're romance languages.
They're very,
Sure.
very close, actually. There's a lot of usually if you speak Spanish, it's so close that you can make out words, and as a French Canadian,
You'll do
at least, I can
okay.
make it.
It's not quite like Italian
yeah.
and Spanish where they're like really close.
But it's like there's a big dialect difference. So like Mexican Spanish is nowhere near the same thing as like Spain Spanish.
Castilian
Yeah.
And
Spanish.
so
yeah.
like, and especially like Tex-Mex is like its own kind of breed as well. So like there's not a lot of crossover that
I
helps
didn't
me
know
out.
Tex-Mex was a thing.
No, it's
I
like
thought
no,
it-
Spanglish is just it's just slang. People tend to just like mix and match.
Mexican Spanish is
Oh.
also extremely fucking fast.
My mom is very very fluent in
She's
Spanglish. So like if she's speaking to my grandma, she'll just like say a sentence and half of it I understand, and then she just switches gears halfway through.
Cállate, puta.
Yeah.
Whoa! Hey, Grandma!
Orale way, cayete way.
Anyway, so Sexy Star Wars.
Sexy Star. So I like calling it our Boo and I's bachelor party because Jesus, I mean, it was so horny.
Yeah, there was that one dude in the audience who kept chanting for Salacious B. Crumb.
It was me. So what we did was first day, everybody got into their Airbnb in Montreal, and I came by. Shane Foxcade told me like a few months ago that it would be really fun to go to this burlesque show called The Empire Strips Back.
So stupid.
You have no idea how stupid.
Yeah, I was one of the very few people who did not go.
I thought it was one of the fucking funniest things ever back then. And then on the day of, we had 16 people. I bought 16 fucking tickets. And I like when we got there at the venue, I said we're a group of 16, and I saw him get like sweat dripping from his fucking forehead, just grab his fucking collar and just like beep beep. We got a group of 16. Brace for impact.
You walked away so you didn't hear it. The fucking guy on the other walkie-talkie went 16.
Yeah,
he had to
dude,
try to
they-
figure out how to get all of us like in the
16?
same spot.
There was not enough spot. There was
we
not enough
took up like
space.
2 whole rows.
We took
Wow.
2 whole rows, and yeah, we sat down. It was this beautiful fucking. It's so weird because it happened at this gorgeous historical theater, and it was just this sexy Star Wars show, and it was fucking awesome, man. I saw R2D2, like they had actual props of R2.
the props were really frustratingly good, by the way.
Yeah, it was like a motorized robot of R2D2 came up to Princess Leia doing a lap dance with her ass cheeks out and just spraying fucking dollar bills on her and just going,
This is true. That actually happened.
It was amazing.
Oh wait, didn't Jabba the Hutt say the N-word or something?
Jabba the Hutt
Yes,
did say the N-word.
Jabba the Hutt said the N-word because Jabba
Also-
the Hutt was singing a fucking Biggie Smalls song.
Also,
Oh
they
my
had a
God.
humongous, really high quality Jabba the Hutt puppet for it.
Yeah, it was like prequel fucking quality. Like prequel puppet. It was fucking amazing. Weirdly fucking well done.
I heard that the performances, like the dances themselves, were like, obviously.
I mean, it's sexy.
I mean,
yeah.
it is what it is. But like, they sound. Everyone who came away was like, no,
No, it was
very
like-
impressive performance.
Yeah, it was.
There was this one. It was pretty like burlesque, sexy, like strip teasing stuff.
Yeah, striptease
But
stuff.
there was one in particular that was very artsy with the two Ahsoka bitches. What the fuck are they called?
Twilix.
With the tentacles.
Yeah, the ones with like they got the things on their head.
Yeah,
the
they got
Twilix,
they
I'm
got
adding
they
myself.
got they thing on
like
their
Star
head.
The
Wars.
Twi'leks. Yeah, the Twi'leks. That's what they are.
There was like a twin dance between two of them, and it was like a really beautiful, like lesbian, like burlesque thing. And it was like, oh shit, like it was artsy as
I didn't
fuck.
see any titties though, so I actually
No, they
booed really
showed
loud.
ass. They showed ass cheeks.
It seemed pretty
Classy.
It wasn't exclusively women. I was told as well. There were some like
No,
very
we
hot
got
men
to
There was
see-
like
as
one
well.
guy, Han Solo.
Dude, Han Solo was hot as fuck.
He was.
Is all I'm saying.
He actually was,
He
though.
was a hot fucking piece. When he fucking.
I saw his butt cheeks.
Not to be horny on a podcast, but goddamn, he butt cheek good.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I want like after the Ahsoka twins just dancing and being lesbians, I turned to fucking quiet and I was just gonna whisper in his ear, but I had a lot to drink and I just went, "Are they best friends?"
and everybody heard him.
Everybody heard me and everybody laughed at me and I was like, "Oh,"
Because he said it as soon as the music stopped.
I didn't know when the song would end. I was just gonna make a joke and everybody was like,
I mean, everybody was there to
salacious
just have fun. Except those fucking freaks 2 rows behind us.
You brought
Oh.
joy to the experience.
Yeah, the only thing that was really weird was like at the beginning of the show they say like, please respect the women who are, dancing sexily for you. And there was this guy who was so wasted. He looked like a frat boy because of course he did. And the entire time he was like, I want to be your clothes. Let me be your clothes.
But in
Please wear
French.
me.
Oh,
but in
right.
French.
Fuck.
How did it sound in French?
Je veux tes vêtements. Je veux ta brassière. Laisse-moi ta brassière.
That's awesome.
Montre-moi tes tétons.
And then he kept making really bad Chewbacca sounds.
There was also a tauntaun. He was a sexy
We
little
started with
tauntaun.
It was
Yeah.
fun. We saw Palpatine's asshole. He goatsy dust.
That's not a
What?
joke.
That's not a joke.
shit.
That's real.
Wasn't there a bit wherever like someone had comedically large hung balls? and they
That
were
was
swinging them around?
Palpatine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were in like a full bodysuit and they had a fake dick and fake balls. They played Wrecking Ball by Miley Cyrus and he swung around
my
on a disco
God.
ball Death Star. It was pretty awesome.
It was
Wow.
it was honestly awesome, but that butthole was not awesome. It was vile.
It was fake.
Unlimited
Was it?
It was like a rubber full bodysuit.
Okay.
Yeah. No, it was fully
Hey,
fake. I'm
neither
pretty sure
of you
it was
know
a
that. No one here
No,
knows that for sure.
100%
Honestly,
sure it
the
was
lowest
not real.
quality prop they had was the fake Palpatine full bodysuit.
Maybe it had to be so that they could move around without dying.
And also so they could have him swinging his penis and balls around and people wouldn't be that's his penis and balls.
Yeah. Do you remember the first thing that they said was, "Please do not take pictures.
Yeah,
we
they
do
were like,
not want to
don't
get
take any
sued."
fucking pictures. Don't like absolutely no photos, no video, no nothing.
Disney cannot know.
Disney has to know already. Like,
Yeah,
this only survives through
But don't
parody
make it as
law.
loud.
Right.
They were very, very fucking protective, and they made sure that nobody was on their fucking phone because they really. I mean, shit. It's kind of.
Yeah, I mean, if Disney cared enough, they could probably obliterate these people with their own fucking real
Yeah.
Death Star. But
apparently they did a fucking European turn thing. Like they've been touring around the world just being sexy Star Wars.
I think they also just didn't want you taking pictures out of respect of the people.
I mean, yeah. Also because
showing their titties
the
on
women.
stage.
To be fair, they were good titties. If I had titties, I wish they were like that.
I would give those boobs a 9 out of 10.
I'd give a 10 out of 10 to those ball sacks, brother.
The Star Wars burlesque show was really fun. It was a highlight of my trip.
I'm glad you had fun. What else happened during our fun little trip that's like worth mentioning?
There's a lot of isolated incidents, I think.
How about you guys talk about Squirrel Man?
Squirrel Man, Mandy.
There's lead up to Squirrel Man. I guess I'll say my first experience in Montreal was getting a Uber driver who looked like...
Oh my god, that shit was I couldn't believe it. I could not fucking believe it.
Yeah.
Jello had the best Uber driver story though, but
He did.
my arrival was I got the man who cleans up Woody in Toy Story 2. Yeah. He's just this cute little old man with a big white mustache. And he went,
Okay.
So, I said, bonsoir. And he went, bonsoir, and started talking in French. I went, oh, no français. And he went, oh, English. Oh, yeah. So he's loading my bags in. I said, merci. And he looks, he goes, English? Like whenever I said anything in French, he would then say English whenever I said it, but he was fun.
Yeah.
The thing is, he is ripping out of the airport. And for reference, it's maybe close to midnight, but downtown Montreal's fucking popping.
There was not one Uber driver we had who drove like a human being. They all they all drove like it was their last day on earth. It was horrifying.
Taxi and Uber drivers here, I'm gonna be honest, like French Canada, we don't know how to fucking drive. Like
It was miserable.
They're quick though.
Oh, they're too quick, dude. I
Yeah.
caught air in the
Too
back
quick.
seat more than once.
No,
in those fucking
100%.
cars.
100%. French Canadians don't know how to fucking drive. Like, if there's any fucking stereotype that is 100% true, it's French Canadians can't fucking drive because we're fucking psychopaths.
And
I
boy,
would-
can
I-
mine
we will
not.
drive so fast.
I would genuinely rather be in an Uber in New York again than catch another one in fucking Montreal.
I don't agree because then I would be in New York.
Okay, you know what, Billy? I agree with you, actually.
Dude, I fucking loved my Uber who was going like 100 miles an hour and talking to me about Clearwater, Florida.
Mandy, how bad at driving was your Uber?
Well, downtown Montreal was hopping, so it got a bit bumper to bumper. I look to my left, and there's this group of dudes in their car, and they're blaring Eurodance.
That's fucking wrong.
The dude in the passenger seat then hands a large bottle of vodka to the driver, and he starts chugging it. I went, wow.
I've never seen that
Well-
in my life.
It was just like the cat deja vu in the Matrix, because we drive a little bit, we get to their stoplight, I look over, and now it's 4 teenage girls. The girl in the passenger seat picks up a big bottle of vodka, takes a swig, hands it to the driver who looks like she's 16, and she starts chugging. I went, oh,
Christ.
everyone in
God.
Montreal is a drunk driver.
Well, no. She might be 18.
God's drunkest drivers.
Because 18 is the age of drinking.
And driving, apparently.
18 is the age
Me
to drink and
excusing
drive.
drinking, not excusing the drinking and driving.
The driver had braces. It looked like they were going to prom.
Oh, no.
They probably were.
Oh, it was fucking prom night.
Was it? What a fuck.
It was, dude, we're in June. That's when fucking proms
Yeah,
happen.
well,
dog.
I saw like the pink, the dresses. I was
Oh,
like,
shit.
it looks like prom, but usually ours would be earlier.
Oh, my God.
Anyways, so we get to the third stoplight, and my driver really did not want to miss that. He did not want to stay for that light, so he fucking floored it. Realized he wouldn't make it last second as a pedestrian was crossing the street. Slams the brakes. And the dude didn't roll over his hood, but he hit him enough to where he kind of flopped onto the hood. It
Oh
wasn't
my
good.
God.
It wasn't good.
Man, it's you attract insane
Is
driver
Mandy-
stories,
that's what I'm
like
saying.
street
Is it
stories every time
Mandy?
you go anywhere.
Well, the thing
is it Mandy or is
no,
it
it's
us?
Brendan too. When Brendan,
Yeah, I also had.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, guy who got hit, he just fucking stands up and he starts shouting at my driver, yelling in French. I recognize some of the words he's saying, and it's not good.
Tabarnak.
I recognize a few words, and my driver just goes,
Oh
he,
my
he waved his
God.
hand, he goes, ah, and he keeps going.
What a psycho.
The thing
Holy
is,
shit.
he got to the hotel 15 minutes faster than the map said he would, so I tipped him 30% because he cared about me being on time.
Oh,
Okay,
man.
the guy.
What a
You
dude.
ran a dude over.
Well, it's the fact that dude was shouting at him, and he just went, ah, and waved his hand, like, whatever. He got out.
Oh, fuck.
Have a beautiful night. Merci beaucoup. English?
Did he actually go English at the
Yes.
end?
Incredible bit.
He was fucking with you.
Of course
for
he was.
sure.
That's so funny.
We talked a little in English, but whenever I said anything in French, he would just go, English?
I'm turning, dude. I'm fucking turning into a fucking lover of this guy. What a guy.
Yeah,
what a
well-
funny little dude.
And no, it wasn't just me, because when Brendan and I got walking, when we had our big walkie day in Quebec.
So like that day was so fucking cursed. Like the beginning of that day and the end cap of that day, I also had an Uber incident where driving to Mandy's hotel and a man stops our car, our Uber, and pulls over to the side window and he says, $5, $5. And he's like fucking pointing at me and I go on my phone. I'm just like, fuck your phone. $5.
Why does he sound like a Star Wars creature?
Sounds like sketch.
He walks away later that night, leaving like the end of like the experienced day. I'm telling the Uber driver about this story because like we had a friendly Uber driver while Shelby and I are going back to the hotel. And literally while I'm telling him the story, a man stops the Uber and he is juggling neon bowling pins and he stops. He has a cat on his shoulder and he runs over to our Uber, like taps on the window and he's like, hey man, you get like $5. Like the Uber's like, no man, no. We drive away and the Uber driver's like, that was fucking insane, man. You ever hear about Clearwater, Florida? That was fucking crazy, dude. Let me tell you about Clearwater, Florida.
What?
That end cap to that Uber driver, all he wanted to do was talk about Clearwater, Florida.
Dude, the thing is that's not that crazy because Florida is like the French Canadian destination apart from New Jersey Wildwood.
He also talked about New Jersey. Holy shit.
Yes, because no, that's an actual like if you go.
This is making more sense now.
I'm sure we have listeners in New Jersey. If you're from New Jersey and you know about Wildwood, you know that Wildwood has a shit ton of fucking French signage because there are so many fucking French Canadians.
Huh.
Like you go to a restaurant there, you ask for a French menu, they will have a French menu. It's fucking insane.
Interesting.
It's the destination when I was a kid.
Regardless, that was like the beginning of the end cap of that day. We went to a little restaurant that had a Fortnite dancing chef, and I think about him a lot.
Oh God, I forgot. I forgot about that. I have that on my phone. I forgot about that.
You have the Fortnite dancing chef on your phone. It was such a good chicken sandwich.
Yeah, I could post that.
It was a good chicken sandwich, and there was a Fortnite dancing chef, and then we got the fucking message, hey, who wants to meet up at fucking Hooters in Montreal?
Yeah, fuck you for that.
I didn't
That
go.
was not. Oh, you don't know.
Yeah, I also did not go to that. Fuck you.
Whoa. You know who said Hooters for the first time? It was fucking Super Rad, okay? Super Rad was the one who said, let's go to Hooters.
Super Rad said, let's go to Hooters in Montreal. And like Mandy and I, we're walking.
We found out later. We're like, who is patient zero for this? So I was like, why are we're passing all these wonderful bars and pubs and little places.
These historic developments.
Historic, beautiful, incredible place where everywhere you look, incredible
to go to
food.
Hooters.
Like for people who know Montreal, we were on Crescent Street, the literal only Hooters in fucking Montreal.
300 miles to the next Hooters.
They're literally in front of there's a gorgeous fucking pub with amazing food, and that goes for the entire fucking street. Crescent is like the street and bar place.
Of course it was.
Apart from Saint Denis, but you know, like we are in the fucking perfect place to get beautiful food and beautiful fucking
unbelievably nice place.
And we just fucking went.
The thing is, we started coping. We went, oh, maybe they just want to meet up at Hooters.
I was like, okay, we meet up and then we figure and pick out a bar that has actual good food.
That's rough because that is absolutely not what fucking happened.
It wasn't.
We ate.
No,
there.
that's why I got a Red Bull and then I drank my Red Bull. I saw the cursed bathroom and then we were like, y'all can stay
oh
at
my
Hooters.
God, the bathroom was awful.
Okay, for the listener experience, in the basement of this Hooters, there is a bathroom with cubed sinks, no lights. There is one flashing purple light. And when I say flashing purple light, I want you to fucking understand. It is like, you know those military flashlights that you turn on to desensitize people to make them fucking freak out? It is literally a purple light that is in front of the urinals that is blaring and blasting. I was pissing and I felt like I was doing a human QTE while I was pissing to not fucking spread piss.
Yep, I got a visual aid for that one too.
Yeah, watch the video Mandy posted. I am not exaggerating. It was genuinely horrifying.
The camera couldn't actually capture how fast that light was flashing.
Yeah, because it was so fucking fast.
It was faster than the shutter speed of the camera.
It's also worth noting you had to go into a basement before using that bathroom. Like you went down this flight of stairs and then entered this room.
That's pretty normal for a city like Montreal. A lot of the times the toilet will be in the basement.
Billy, I need t-shirts that say I found myself in the Montreal Hooters cursed basement. I need tourist t-shirts.
I took a piss and went, this is weird. And then the sink was a perfect cube and the faucets were cubes too. And I said, this fucking sucks. I want to leave the Hooters. And we did.
Yeah, you left and we were still we stayed there. Okay, we ordered
Didn't
food.
you wait like 40 minutes for the food?
Dude, we waited 40 minutes for the food and one of my homeboys did not get his food.
Awesome.
And then we asked like, hey, I'm so sorry. Like, what? what's happening with the food? And then she was like, oh, they forgot.
Didn't one of the people that stayed there told me later that they tried to order the fish, like the fish and chips, and the waitress told them don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
like don't order it. It's gonna be shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Which is
No,
true.
dude,
That's cool of her.
Listen, Hooters sucks, man. That's
Yeah,
it.
not good.
We passed 3 art museums on the way there.
I know.
I just remember that the party who said we should go to Hooters were also the first to leave immediately.
Yeah.
they were.
Yeah. Oh, I fucking hate. You know what? I hate them now.
Yeah.
Dude. You
I
know
didn't
why
what
they
the
left?
fuck was happening. 'Cause they went to eat somewhere else, I think.
They went to eat at one of the highest rated sushi places in Montreal.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I know.
I genuinely have no idea why y'all stayed. Like, I have no idea.
We should have fucked off when we got our drinks because honestly, that Guinness was so watery.
They watered down the Guinness?
Dude, yes, you guys know how when you get a Guinness from
There's a
tap,
certain way to pour it.
there's this gorgeous fucking thick creaming head.
Not at Hooters.
It was wet. It was wet. Oh god, it was so disappointing.
Do you guys remember my Uber story?
What's your Uber story?
One night, myself and White and I was Court. Yeah, we get an Uber and it's this big ugly van, right? And bad start already because the speed limit is I think 35, 40 kilometers per hour. And I see on their heads-up display, they're doing like 65 at least.
Oh, criminal!
And
Yay!
I'm in the back, by the way. Every time they would, floor it through a yellow light on an intersection, the hump of the intersection would launch the back of the car into the air, and I would my ass would leave the seat for a moment.
Oh my god!
Really, really calm and collected experience. But the cherry on top and the highlight of the experience was whenever the only time that they slowed down during that trip was whenever they saw a couple women walking down the street in high heels and shit, and like went out of their way, hit the brakes pretty hard, honked the horn and held that shit down for
what the fuck?
just long enough for me to turn my head and look at the women who were telling him to fuck off before he sped back up again. And
so it wasn't even like a Pepé Le Pew thing. He wasn't even catcalling. He just held on the horn.
no, it was definitely catcalling.
No. I mean, like he didn't say anything. He just held on the horn and stared at them, basically.
Yes.
Oh, that feels weirder. That almost feels way weirder.
Yeah, well, the part that gets me is that he wasn't just misogynistic enough to think that was okay, but to think that was okay to do while ferrying other people
on the clock.
Like that's so normal to him that like doing it on the clock is like not even an eyebrow raising behavior.
Oh god, that's so. I don't even know.
I think he looked at us and
What
was like,
the
"Oh,
fuck?
these guys will get it."
The question is, would you rather have him again or Billy's scam driver?
I don't know. I don't know.
That's been a thing in a few cities though. The scamming.
Oh,
where,
really?
Where, like
You had like an incident with us too, where the guy was also really awkward. You had like 2 scam incidents in Uber.
Yeah. No, the second one was fine.
It was just fucking weird.
The thing is, taxis will have their Uber thing. They'll accept your Uber whatever. When you sit down, they look at your fare and they say like, "Oh, $30. You know, if you just send me the payment through my bank account instead and do an e-transfer,
Oh yeah.
I actually get the full amount instead. And hell, I'll fucking drop it by $5." And they basically like have you handcuffed because if you cancel before they cancel your Uber fare, you have to pay them no matter what. So you're kind of fucked, and they got you hostage where you have to be like, yeah, sure, I'll do it, and then cancel. It's so fucking.
We had a good ending. One of those.
Somebody fell for that. I can't remember who told me somebody fell for that.
It was quite, but I thought it was like no.
No,
He seemed
it's
chill with
not
it at the
normal.
time.
Yeah, no, it's not normal. It's a kind of scam, but the thing
Okay.
is, there was only one time where it was really like the dude was really sketchy. He took somebody who was with us's airport luggage and put it in the back, and he was really weird about letting us get it back.
Oh.
I kind of played his game, and we were very much hostages because he did not let us take our luggage back from his car after we got in, and he was like, actually, fuck Uber. I want to. Yeah, no, it was weird. He made us use his taxi fare.
Ish.
I had to tell Boo to get to the back and take a picture of his license plate because it was really sketchy. The guy was not really nice to us. He also called me like a scammer at one point because I was I was telling him like, hey, listen, it's a $30 Uber ride. I'm not going to pay you 40. I'm not going to pay you 50. I'm not going to send you money through my bank account. I want to do the Uber fare. And he was like keeping us in the back and everything. I was like, oh, okay.
Wow.
Yeah, no, he was actually keeping us hostage.
We had a really interesting one where whenever we were being picked up to go somewhere, the Uber driver parked, flipped the hazards on, and as we were loading up our luggage, just walked away. We just we all huddled into the car. And no driver. And we're just looking at each other for a bit. We're like, where'd he go? What the we peek our heads out, look through the back. He's not behind the car. He's not. The luggage is in. You look in front. No one's there.
Yeah.
Minutes go by before he runs back, hops in, is like, sorry, I had to piss. Sorry. And then we go.
Fair enough.
Oh, that's real. That's just real shit.
I just wish he would have told us before he went away. That's all.
Apparently, in a lot of major cities, it's been happening a lot lately where just taxi drivers will steal fare from Uber, but they'll keep you hostage until you accept their fare. Huh. It's a big problem.
Interesting.
I went on Reddit. and that's when I saw that a lot of people had issues with people keeping them hostage in the back of their car.
Cool.
I didn't get hostages. I just got the
You just got a dude that just runs over pedestrians.
Yeah, well later I got one who
same. When I was going
to your place, he pointed out the fences along the bridge and explained to me how people kept killing themselves there and why they had to put up
That's real.
Oh, by the way, Mandy, fuck you for scaring Cameron and I for a moment into thinking that there was a fucking Drake gang that was just killing people on the subway for no reason.
I forgot about that was the day.
Fucking Drizzy Gang.
Drake gang day.
For context, Julian had this insane plan where he was like, I'm going to go visit my friends in Toronto. I'll just quickly bounce there and back.
I'm sorry, but it's a province away, dog.
It would have been hours and hours by train.
We don't need to get into this.
Well, I was like, how do we discourage Julian? So I went, I know. Did you hear? I was like, Julian, are you okay? Did you hear? And people start messaging him like, are you okay? Like, yeah. I said, there are Drake fans attacking Americans on the trains here. They're trying to like, Drizzy got shooters.
We were all at the Hooters and we said to fuck with you.
Such an asshole.
Yeah, so I was like, be careful, because the boy has people out here. And he might be after you.
It's okay. We got you back.
Yeah.
Wait, you got him back?
Shall we?
Billy doesn't know.
No. Oh, Billy. Oh, okay. All right. This is gonna be fun. Okay, so
was it at the Airbnb? You guys did something?
So Billy, do you remember the voice activated light bulb?
Oh, I fucking love the red, purple, green.
It wasn't voice activated.
That was Justin on his phone changing it.
Wait, you didn't know that it was Justin on his fucking phone?
No, we didn't.
Are you serious?
That's why I kept shouting on like obscure fucking colors. And they take a second because I think Justin was looking up what the fuck it was.
No,
dude, that makes me so angry.
I have a 5-minute long video of Billy, Boo,
and everyone just screaming colors.
Mandy just like screaming colors at a light bulb, and then like at minute 3, panning down to Justin on his phone, picking colors on a color.
Changing the colors.
This is sick. Red, blue, red, rainbow.
Yo!
White.
No!
Strobes.
I don't think it knows strobe. Wait, it's trying. It's trying strobe.
Oh, it's strobing.
Oh my god, this is fucking awesome.
I'm gonna cry, dude. No fucking way.
Yo!
Red.
They're messing with the yellow, gold,
red, blue, red, yellow.
Where is the limit?
Red, green,
brown,
green,
purple, green.
Guys, you're scaring it. You're scaring it.
We're stressing out the ladder.
Okay, to be fair, is it that crazy?
Yes.
That crazy. No, it's not that crazy.
But he sold the story well because I'm like, oh my god, it's Justin FUNKe. And he went, yeah, I spent $40 this lamp. I think I wasted my money, but that's a really fun trick.
Yeah.
Like he was disappointed in it too. So it's like,
Yeah.
he sold it so well. Like $40 expensive. Like, yeah, but you can yell color and it changes to it.
He also sold it because he would like push it to the limit to demonstrate. Like he would
I'm
say like
so-
rainbow, and then he just starts
It would
frantically
flash through all the
tapping different
colors,
colors. Yeah, no, I look at him and he's just like frantically like mashing different parts of the color wheel.
Oh my God.
I didn't even know it was a gag that he was trying to get people to fall for. I thought it was just a bit he was doing because he was bored.
Yeah.
No, that's how it
fuck.
started.
I
but
actually
okay,
thought
no.
it was real. What the fuck? I genuinely,
Here's the thing.
I was drunk, and I genuinely believed that the light bulb was listening to my fucking colors. This is fucking me up.
He was getting people with that shit all
If
night.
we censor Mandy's face, can we put that video out? It's so fucking funny. Billy, we can use the
I'm
audio
so
from it. I'll
pissed.
send
What
you that
the
video
fuck?
later. It's
Oh,
so
the-
fucking funny.
Someone's gonna
upset.
fucking animate
It's
the.
just us going red, green, red, magenta,
You just
cyan.
need a little bit of it to give the idea.
Dude, you know what reminds me of red, green, black, and
Fuck.
white?
Yeah.
Society Brew.
Oh, Society Brew. Hold on, I got to finish this story first, though. To be fair, I was patient zero of this. It started as a bit that Justin was doing, and I just ate it up wholesale.
Yeah.
And everyone else in the room except for me knew what he was doing, and they never told me it was a bit until like 2 days later when I got into an argument with someone and was just like really confident, and so like stood up and with my whole fucking chest out just pointed at them and was like, "Why?" And then nothing happened, right? And so I'm like, "What? Justin, is the light off?" And then Justin looks at me and is like, "Oh yeah, hold on." And he pulls out his phone and launches the app and then turns it on and gives me a look.
What an asshole.
No, it's okay. I got his ass back tenfold.
It's so funny, but damn.
I've been crafting Mandy edits, and I got one with him that was so good that he looked like fucking Shinji in the
It
chair.
was straight up Shinji in the chair.
Yeah, he was miserable.
Was it the one I know?
Yes.
I remember being outside. We were just like, we were smoking a cigarillo,
Yeah.
and I just heard from inside.
What killed me is that Justin was so into it up until the
I
reveal.
know.
He was infatuated. He was
asking questions. He's like, why would they edit
yeah, no,
like this?
he was so invested in it. So whenever it happened, it just like his
Oh,
entire
poor boy.
world collapsed. So for context, everyone, this is like a 3-hour long experience, and it doesn't like reveal itself that it is like a gaslight until at least 2 hours in.
Yeah.
So like,
It's amazing how long people hold on to it.
It's an A24 slow burn, buddy.
yeah, it's really rough. Yeah, so I kind of ruined his life, so we're even. I got to shit real bad. You want to talk about Joker juice while I'm shitting?
Society
Yeah, sure.
Brew. Yeah,
I
it's easy.
also almost pooped my pants in Montreal, too.
I had a party at my place and during a fucking heat wave, which I didn't fucking know we would have. It was disgusting. It was about like 35, 36 degrees in my fucking apartment because we had about 35
a lot of
people in
people.
our fucking
It was about
apartment.
25 people. I counted.
25. It felt like more.
It was 25, but that's still a lot for the space.
I'm used to doing parties at my place. I'm not used to having that many people at my place. I didn't expect that. It was still fun. It was just so disgustingly hot. We had like a Tekken tournament going on. We had people outside. We had people smoking weed. Like it was like, it felt like college.
Yeah.
It was very college
Honestly,
vibe, yeah.
It was very college.
It's like a 4th of July party with all the heat and all the beer.
There's a lot of beer.
Parties at my place are always like that. When we do like Halloween, when we do a fucking New Year's, it's always like that. We just have a shit ton of people, beer, and we just hang out. We put up a big old thing of like food. I'm such a straight mom when it comes to parties where it's like I just need to have everybody here just so we can party, you know? And for us, it was like this saying goodbye party, I guess, like because a lot of people next day they would leave or same day because some of our friends left like before anybody showed up.
I at this party, I had an idea on the day of Uber hell, the day of Hooters hell, the day of Squirrel Wizard, which we still haven't touched on.
We haven't touched on that walk yet and all the bullshit.
I'm excited for it.
On that day, we were at the gas station with the sewer and the sludge flavored, and I'm looking through like the energy drinks, and there are 4 energy drinks: white Joker, green Joker, red Joker, and black Joker. And they're this energy drink that is like fake.
Not to be woke or anything, but I'm pretty sure that's all the genders.
Sure,
Shut
man.
the fuck up. Oh shit. We got all 4 wokers, and we we were like, I was talking to Mandy. I was like, we need to do something with this. We need Society Brew.
Can I just say, worst idea you've ever had? Question mark.
It wasn't horrible. It just tasted dental.
We left 4 of them. We left almost all of them accidentally at the Airbnb at Shane's Airbnb.
Yeah.
And so like then on the day where I almost shit my pants in Montreal,
I bought more.
we were talking to Boo, and Boo came up with the idea to put Dan Aykroyd Crystal Skull vodka in it to make it really Society Brew. So Mandy brought them to the party. We put them in a big punch bowl.
Here's what you don't know.
Boo woke up early in the morning to get the Crystal Skull vodka.
For this fucking bit. I remember he woke me up because he woke up early and I was like, what the fuck are you doing? And he just said, it's the brew. And I went back to bed. Dude, I hate my husband. He will just say shit like that like it's nothing.
I don't know if this is even worth mentioning. I just loved how nice it was to buy weed over there. It was so good. It was incredible.
It's like an Apple store for weed.
Yeah, no, it's just like they tell you everything. They tell you everything that like is in it. It's all very straightforward. You walk up, you show your ID, you walk in, they got everything written down. It is so intuitive, it's insane. And it's not even like expensive. It's like everything was really reasonably priced. It was incredible.
Mm-hmm.
I remember back to what Jello was saying, where he's like, dude, if I were to try to get anything like this back in New York, I'd have to go to my local fucking corner store and they'd give me the Bin Laden weed and I'd have no idea what it is. He's not wrong. He sent me pictures of Drake weed before. I don't know what the fuck.
sent me pictures of Drake
it's
weed.
vile. I saw that.
I really want to know what the fuck is in
Either
the
way,
Drake weed.
Joker brew.
Yeah, we mixed all 4 of the Jokers together with, I think it was like half the fucking bottle of the Dan Aykroyd vodka.
It was a lot got poured in there.
Okay, I'm going to be honest. I was tipsy. Boo put like...
A little bit. You dumped half the bottle in there.
I dumped half the bottle. And I'm going to be honest, you could still not fucking taste the vodka.
It tasted... This is the taste of Society Brew. If you've ever been to the dentist and gotten the bubblegum fluoride, that is what it tastes like.
Yeah, it was exactly like that.
With a cherry cough syrup aftertaste.
Yes. I think almost all of it got drank by the end. I think there was only a bit left by the end.
Which Boo offered like 12 hours later. Do you want the rest of the Society Brew that's been festering? No.
Anybody want to rest the Society Brew? Yeah, the festering brew.
It was bubbling. It was an actual cauldron.
It was carbonated. Of course it was fucking bubbling.
They're fucking witch bubbles.
At the end, I was like, I went up to Boo and I was like, we got to get rid of this fucking shit. I don't want this in my home. That's the reason why at the end he came up to P and was like, do you want this? Do you want this fucking goofy ass brew?
Mandy actually, I think, should talk about the walk from Hooters,
from
to
Hooters.
the Museum of Illusion.
Fucking, they just opened up one of those in Cleveland, and I asked you how it was.
Yeah, well, the thing is, we escaped the Hooters. What's around? Like, oh, cool. There's something called the Museum of Illusions.
Well, first we wanted to go to the art museum.
But
We
they
were
were
like, fuck,
closed.
is the art museum still open?
Because we went to Hooters, they were already closing in the afternoon. We were going to go to these art museums that were already closed because we wasted our time in Hooters.
Yeah.
That 30 minutes was enough to just torpedo our plans. So, there's...
I'm sorry. It was rad.
That's the thing, like, I haven't talked to him much at all, so I was so confused why we're at Hooters. What's around? Museum of Illusions. Oh, cool. It's probably like a history of magic museum. Like Houdini and
Ripley's
stuff.
Believe It or Not looking ass.
Yeah, exactly. We thought it'd be more like cool adult place. So it's like a 40-minute walk. That's fine. We can look around the city. So our first stop was we sit down this park. Like, it was this really nice park, really quiet, some benches.
Second we fucking sit down.
Yeah. And we look and there's this big statue and I see some people climbing on it. I'm like, oh, are they like filming a TikTok or something? I'm like, they look kind of old for this, but whatever. And then I hear a dun, 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 this loud drumming. Like, why are they forming a drum circle around the statue? They hear, Viva il Palestina.
Yeah.
And then I hear,
Yeah.
something, tyranny. Like, I was like, oh shit, I recognize a few of these words. The thing is, so I'm like, oh, it's a little Palestine protest. Okay.
Yeah.
But we look over and they're on the sides. We could see the counter opposition is already starting. There's like a cop across the street. Like,
Oh, no.
So we realized
Fucking
that,
kidding.
this is about to get started.
I knew about the protest. I didn't know
people
about-
later saw what this became. Says, oh yeah, they're like all these cops, like tents and stuff around there. We were there when it was a fucking drum circle.
Oh my God.
When we passed later in an Uber, there were like tons of tents and shit set up and a fuckload more people. We sat in a quiet park and then the drum circle began. And we saw this. It's, we probably don't want to get arrested in a foreign country because we don't know what the fuck is going on here. Just because, I could tell it's happening, but not exactly. So, like, there was this one cop who had his car, like, parked across it. So I don't know if, like, he was waiting for this to start up. It's like, what is this?
It's one of those, like, I agree with you, but I'm not in a position where I can.
It's a French protest.
Yeah.
I know a few words in France, not enough to explain my politics. And Brendan and I, it's like, shit, we should just go. So we walked up, started walking. That was a weird encounter. There's a second park we pass. And Brendan goes, oh shit, these are the kind of fights I like. And he points. And there's two seagulls loudly fighting over like a hamburger or something.
Fighting over a piece of bread. I just point and go, yo!
Yeah.
No, that's real shit. That's real shit.
The thing is, the seagulls are really getting into it, like, man, like screaming, like clawing at each other. Mm-hmm. And then I hear a voice that sounds like
he goes,
yeah. It sounded exactly like Hippie Joel.
What?
It sounded like Hippie Joel from Dr. Steve Brule. He's like, yeah, get him good. Smoke his shit. And we look. And there's this man with like a wizard beard laying across an entire park bench, just encouraging the seagulls to fight. And he's getting so into it. Like, get him.
But in front of him are 3 squirrels.
Yeah, there are 3 brown squirrels just hanging out around him. And as we were going across the crosswalk, we look back, and he's just sitting there laughing as the squirrels are running around him in a circle.
And Mandy, I have to tell you,
awesome.
I have to tell you, I realized while I was talking to Jello the other day, I was like fucking thinking, Jello had this whole bit while we were in Montreal where it's like, do you see the gnome over there?
Right.
Brendan fell for it every time.
What was that old man wearing? A red hat and blue coat.
Fuck
He
off.
was a fucking gnome.
I've been doing the gnome bit here in this fishing lodge, and everybody told me that they will kill me.
Brendan fell for the bit every time. It was awesome.
Jello kept getting me with a bit that was gnome adjacent, but he would just be like, holy shit. Dude, have you seen what just happened in Palestine? And I'd be like, no, what? And he'd show me his phone, and it's a really shitty drawing of JonTron.
Oh, yeah.
This is a really bad pencil drawing of JonTron looking at the camera with earnestness.
The one thing he kept doing to me was like, we would be at a party, and I'd be like, oh gosh, I really got to go to the bathroom. And then he'd be like, oh, you can't go into the bathroom. I just saw a gnome crawl through the fucking ducts. And I'll be like, what the shut up, man.
Just every time he'd look at me seriously, Brendan, did you fucking see that? And I'd be like, what? There's that fucking gnome back there.
It's the most serious fucking look you've ever seen.
Yeah.
One of these times it's actually going to happen and nobody's going to believe him.
The boy who cried gnome.
The boy who cried gnome.
I know him so well. He wasn't getting me with that. He switched gears to JonTron with me because he knew that I wasn't buying into the gnome shit. I know him too well.
The squirrels look like they were straight up orbiting him. Squirrels running around him.
It's so fucking crazy.
When this shit happens, Brent and I just look at each other and fucking sigh. It's like, it's not good, we're together.
It's like you can't. Things happen more often.
You two are fucked.
Well, the thing is, the Museum of Illusions, we get there. There's construction.
Of course, all this happens on the way to the Museum of Illusions.
There's like a gangplank used to get into the entrance of this thing. It's like a steep board they put it in front of it. It looked very sketchy. It had a weird cultic looking symbol above the front. It looked dirty. It was small. We're like, are we going to get stabbed here? And Brendan said they might have the Berenstein Bear orb in there. We have to go. And they did have orbs, but only for sale.
They did have the plasma orbs. They were selling them though. They didn't have one to test it.
Oh, you could have gotten one. Silly little
I know,
fuck.
but also I wasn't going to pay 25 Canadian for a plasma orb in a rinky-dink Museum of Illusion while the guy who worked there was on the phone talking about a different job.
Yeah.
That's not that expensive.
Still, it was not like a museum like we thought it was. It was basically a fun house. Like, there's the Hobbit furniture room. There's the picture makes you go cross-eyed.
Yeah. It's like the science museum we have where it's like very obviously for children.
Well, yeah. The thing is, it looks so dingy and creepy from the outside. We thought maybe there's something to this.
Yeah.
There's like a Hobbit room with like weird perspective furniture and stuff. There's a room that just makes you feel like you feel sick the second you step into it because of patterns in the walls. The thing is, there were some genuinely horrifying illusions, like the endless well.
Oh, like the well.
Or the polyhedron that goes on forever that you stare into.
Brendan was
Brendan was a bit ahead of me. And Brendan would find the worst, like most Lovecraftian illusions. And he was always this little fucking carny for me where he'd go, look at this one, Mandy, look at this one. And I'd look into it and I feel like I'm going to start, My brain is firing neurons right now.
I was just like, oh, dude, fucking Untold Horrors.
Yeah.
I gotta show Mandy, dude.
I hate Brendan. Whenever I go out with him, it's just Untold Horrors. Like, what the
No,
fuck? Stop
literally
that.
though. He go, hey, step right up. Like, look at this. And he gestures this thing. I look into it.
Oh,
I'm like,
he fucking would say, step
Yeah.
right up, that motherfucker.
I'm like, oh, it's like a hexagon. I stare into it, and it's hexagons that go on forever. I'm like, oh my god, my head. Come into the tunnel. Step into the tunnel.
I'm just imagining what this looks like from a third person perspective. Just like seeing two adult men, one of them looking at the other with a dumb grin, going, "Step right up, look into the apparatus," and then the other guy walks up and he's like, "Oh,
Whenever you're a French Canadian woman, you're bringing your two kids, let's say fucking 4 years old, 6 years
You're
old.
bringing Braxton and Jackson.
You're just gonna have a good time at the fucking Illusion Museum.
step
You
right
see
up,
these
step into
fucking-
the cathedral, step into the infinite apparatus."
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, Mandy, we should go into the tunnel. Mandy,
No.
there's an infinite tunnel.
No, there was this one thing. He's like, stand on this, and look up. And I looked
Oh my
up,
God.
and there's it's like this well that it's like darkness above you. He goes, now look down, and it looks like you're standing over a sewer that goes into hell. It's like endless blackness beneath you. I'm like, oh. They did have older people attractions, but they were more like the Instagram rooms. Like, go into the upside down room, go into the perspective Hobbit room.
Oh, the upside down room is so fucking sad.
The upside down room needed more props.
It was just chairs stapled to the ceiling. It was so
Oh,
sad.
that's cool.
That's one way that they usually get like the Instagram crowd is just like, oh, what if you took a picture in the fucked up and crazy room?
Yeah, well, they had like a color room where you could do like color filters. So they love that room. They did have the Event Horizon tunnel room. That one was fucking dizzying.
That's cool as fuck, kinda.
Yeah, it had like this big cylinder that spun around. You would walk through.
That was probably the coolest. I think that was the coolest thing was the cylinder that spun around the
Yeah.
staircase, the walkway.
It's like an hour of like looking at little eye crosser illusions, and then Brendan showing me nightmares from beyond my dreams. We step out. I'm starting to get a bit of a headache. I'm like a little dizzy from all the events of today. And the first thing I fucking see is this local man walking out of a nearby store. And he had quite the shirt on. I don't know how to describe it. I know there's a word for it. I can't remember. It's a it was covered with that anime girl face.
Oh, it's a
Oh, the Ahego face.
yeah, that one.
You saw that one. You pointed. You just literally. I had shown you Untold Horrors for an hour, and then you said, "Hey, Brendan, that guy's wearing the anime shirt." And I look over and I'm like, "God fucking damn it! It's a full print Ahego face fucking t-shirt."
That was to cap off your day.
The thing is, he didn't seem like he was wearing it for the boys. He was just out by himself, walking the streets.
Ooh.
It's I wouldn't be caught dead wearing that, but even if it's like,
It's different.
man, you can't say it's ironic if you're still just fucking doing it, man.
I'm like 3 hours away from Montreal right now, staying at a pretty conservative spot. I was wearing my gay pride shirt and I didn't think about it, but I stopped at a gas station and the guy said, gay pride.
You want to check out this video? It's called the New Norm. It's on X.
Stop! I'm so woke.
How could you get this woke, Bonnie? Oh, Fred, I don't know. I'm just woke now.
Cigarettes.
Cigarettes, Bon. Smoke more cigarettes.
I think this is a sign that we should move on to questions.
Oh,
I was gonna say that's the next there. Brendan nearly shit his pants. Justifiably.
Right.
Oh yeah, no, I had a mac and a rib bowl. We were going to a board game bar. And I was genuinely like, Billy.
yeah,
it was
okay, we
35
went to
minutes of
Mandal-
Billy telling me in
We're
2
almost
minutes we'll be
there.
there. In 2 minutes we'll be there. I am
Don't shit your
sweating.
pants on the metro.
okay.
I am sweating. I am clenching. I am.
For reference, Brendan, you need to say exactly what you ate there.
Okay, so I ate a mac and rib bowl. It was mac and cheese. It was a full bowl of mac and cheese, pork ribs, bacon, and pulled pork.
And we have been drinking beers throughout that day.
We drank because it was the day we recorded the Fallout one-off, which is coming out eventually, I guess. But I remember I told you guys, like, oh, let's go to this really, really nice mac and cheese burger place pub thing. And you decided to get the most violent diarrhea shit ever.
Yeah, I did.
Listen, I'm not going to say it's on you.
Well, no, it's on you.
It's on me.
You're like, oh, it's like a
on
20-minute
me.
walk. Like, Brendan, don't worry. When the train stops, you'll be in a bathroom in 2 minutes.
It wasn't a problem until we stopped being around businesses that I could go into shit. Like, that's the moment that it hit.
Here's the thing. The bathrooms at the fucking terminal on the South Shore were closed. And in Montreal, they were closed at the hour we came in. So that's why I actually told you, don't waste your time. Go shit at the actual bar.
Right. The problem is the false hope Brendan had because you were on the train. You said,
Every
"Don't worry,
2
Brendan,
minutes. 2
when
minutes.
we get-
In 2
when you get
minutes.
the
We'll get there.
train-
2 minutes.
2 minutes
Okay,
to a
okay.
toilet,
What's
guaranteed.
worse? What's worse, giving false hope or saying the truth of you won't be shitting for 30 minutes?
I would have looked him dead in the eyes and been like, "You're gonna shit your pants, big dog."
I was literally on the train going.
Brendan looked like he might not make it.
He survived.
genuinely.
He survived.
I looked like Brendan Fraser's the whale when he was on his last leg, right before he floated with his flight powers. I was sweating. I was bloated. I was like,
You're going to propel yourself up in a different way.
it was literally going to be a shit spiral. Yeah. Activate ass
All
power.
I'm saying is it wasn't that bad. Calm down.
I've never seen Brendan sweat that much.
When I was on the toilet, like I genuinely thought I heard the porcelain crack. I'm not gonna lie to you. I may have broken the toilet a
No
little
fucking-
bit.
I don't.
Shut
the
up.
board
I
game
don't
bar.
believe you.
No.
Shut-
literally
shut up.
fucked that shit up.
I swear to God.
There's no fucking goddamn way.
Grod is not helping you on this one, man.
Barack Obama.
It'll almost be
an honor to kill
you.
I am Grodd.
Time to make America Grod again.
That mac and cheese and burger place was fucking awesome. You're just being a little
No, that
prudish.
was a great pub.
No, it was
They-
a really good. It was a really good food. It was a really good
With an
food.
incredibly elaborate downstairs bathroom that did not
Oh,
flash
you
like
had
a
to walk
riot
through
light.
like fucking a labyrinth of back rooms to get to the bathroom down there.
Like I said, it's a thing in Montreal. Bathrooms they're in the basement.
Bathrooms are all. Yeah, I just realized all the bathrooms are on the basement, and half of them were scary.
I experienced a really strange bathroom during the first night in the pub, where like I went to the back and they just put mirrors on all the walls.
What?
I'm not talking about like individual mirrors. Like no, the whole wall was.
Oh, you don't know about the art of perspective pissing?
So it's just like it's just a room wherever, no matter where you look, you are looking at yourself pissing.
Dutch angle pissing?
It was really, really weird. It was a sit down too, so if you wanted, you could observe yourself as you shit as well. They really had it all for you. It was avant-garde.
Avant-garde cheating.
I will say I think I have the bet for the most American thing out of anybody in the group. I think I did the most American thing. Me and the wife took pictures of the Walmart to send to my mom.
Oh, my
I think we
fucking
did the
God.
most American thing, which was taking pictures of the Walmart to tell my mom, "Hey, the Walmart's different over here."
What do you mean the Walmart's in? What the fuck is different?
They're so different. It's different Walmart, French Canadian Walmart. I was like, holy shit. All the aisles are so short. They don't sell the normal things here.
You're so hard to be around.
It's the Walmart.
You're difficult, dude.
To be fair, he did sniff out Mountain Dew Pitch Black like a bloodhound.
I did.
Awful little man he is.
I got 6'5" worth of little goblin
Oh,
energy.
God.
I'm sorry.
Got him. Slap him, God.
Oh God, we gotta do Patreon questions.
Yeah.
All right, Patreon questions. If you're $5 and above tier on our Patreon, you can ask a question for the Patreon Q&A at the end of the episode, which is right now. Let's check it out. Let's fucking answer some questions.
Oh, fuck yeah. Crunchy Lettuce asks, what are your guys' worst someone looked at your screen at the wrong moments? I know Billy has his infamous boss seeing a cat picture moment, but I don't know about any of the other hosts' similar experiences. Okay.
Oh, God.
I have one right off the bat. I'm thinking about this. 8th grade, my grandparents' house. I am playing Flash games on my grandma's computer, and she comes over to like supervise and see what I'm doing. She like walks away for a second, and I pop up the maze game. I don't know what it is, but I'm like, hell yeah. The second it gets to the screamer, she's right back there, and she peeks at my screen. She sees the jump scare. She takes a step back, and she goes, "Holy fuck!"
That's good.
my screen story was middle school teacher thought me and another guy would be a school shooter or something.
What?
Well, no, we were it was some computer lab. I don't remember what class. There were so many computer lab classes. We were playing the Madness Combat Flash game.
Fuck yeah.
Those are fucking awesome.
Yeah, we were playing it, but a teacher came by and saw us shooting the fuck out of people with Uzis. She went, "What is this filth?" And we were both sent to the office big trouble.
Oh no.
They got it figured out that we were in fact not planning to blow up the school, but we're just playing Madness Combat. We were just playing the dumb Flash game.
Yeah.
And so the lesson became instead, oh my God, because the teacher was there too, and she said something like this Madness game. He was trying to explain it, like he's like, no, it's called Madness. She's like, this Madness game, like it might not be a threat, but it's inappropriate. it will benefit your life with nothing. Madness will give you nothing for your life. It's like, maybe, but
I remember almost
fuck.
getting caught for playing Adventure Quest in Computer Lab, but then I told the teacher I was just doing research for my GeoCities website because I was finding a way to put my profile on my GeoCities
my
website.
God.
Oh my god, I did the same thing with like one time I was just on Garfield.com playing Flash games.
Garfield.com.
Garfield.com,
Listen,
it had
listen.
games. I know what Billy's talking about.
Listen, when they would block fucking everything, all you had was Garfield.com or
Okay.
fucking a really
No, what, you
obscure
didn't go to
thing.
coolmathgames.com?
Dog, Cool Math Games got blocked so fucking fast.
Cool Math.
The real sick shit was figuring out in high school that you could just put a whole game on a flash drive, pop it in, and
Yeah.
get the whole computer lab playing Halo.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We had
Oh.
the student drive Halo guy. It was great.
I wish we did that
oh,
shit,
so
bro.
fun.
We did that one. We did Age of Empires 2 as well.
Engineering class, I talked our teacher into doing a CSGO tournament because we were done with our project.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
sick.
Not CSGO, CS Source. I'm old.
Our Halo party ended with I can't remember if I've told this before, but the principal coming over because he thought there were homeless people camping out in the school parking lot.
What?
Our engineering teacher did not give a fuck about what we did after finals, so we had like 2 weeks of playing Halo. One day we ordered Papa John's to class. Like we were doing fuck all.
Oh, okay. I get
The
it.
thing is, it was an engineering class, so we had devices.
Yeah.
One of them was
Yep.
This happened to Dimitri too. Someone brought a fucking George, like a not a George Foreman. They brought a grill to school, like a stand-up grill. And for reference, the engineering class had like windows to the school parking lot. So if you opened up the windows, you could step in and out and be in the parking lot. So they set up the grill in the parking lot and started having a barbecue. For reference, this was in winter, so it was cold out. So like,
Oh, no.
it's a bunch of high schoolers bundled up around this grill, like cooking. A teacher saw this from a very far distance. So they thought there were a bunch of homeless people camped out in the parking lot having like an oil drum fire. It's just like, I see these people in bulky clothes like around this fire, like they're cooking something. So the principal and like 2 police officers were walking up. And like he's like, you guys, like, you need to get out of here now. You're trespassing property. Da, da, da. He turns around. He sees like their little baby faces. He's like, what the fuck's going on? Like, oh, we're
It's just a bunch of kids.
yeah, like, oh, we're grilling. It's for our class. In that little window, the teacher swings his head out and he goes, "It's okay. This is for a project." He just swings his head back in.
Oh, what a dude. What the
He didn't
fuck?
the only thing he gave a fuck about was teaching us about AutoCAD and also raving about Skype.
I fucking hated the AutoCAD work. Was it a civil engineering class? Because that was mine.
No, I did one of those, but that had a Rivet. Fuck Rivet. Rivet got better though, but Revit, whatever it was.
For us, it was AutoCAD and that one Lego one. What was the Lego engineering thing?
Mindstorm?
Mindstorm. You
Yeah.
could program. It was like a programming suite for like robots with Legos.
Yeah, that's still around. They
yeah.
they call it something else now, but that's still around.
Yeah. People
Yeah.
would be surprised, but when I was a kid, I was actually smart. I was one of the gifted classes, motherfuckers, you know?
I mean,
What happened
gifted
to
classes,
me?
at least in America, are, oh, you like to read? You must be special.
Literally me. You like to read, you must be special. Yeah.
You read ahead in the book and did your homework? You must be different.
The way they got it for me was like, oh, you get like more than 85% on most of your tests? Holy shit, dude.
You must be a brainiac.
I love being in the gifted classes and them trying to figure out what made me smart. And it was like, he could read it at 12th grade level in 3rd grade. And I was like, I like to read the book and I can stack things. They handed me
Yeah.
Oreos and I stacked like 100 Oreos. And that was it.
Yeah, and it's like, damn,
I was like, God,
this
you
boy's
can
smart.
stack. Let's send him off to mock trial so he can do criminal cases. I was like, what?
Slaps his fucking forehead. Damn, this boy can fucking stack.
This boy can stack some Oreos, goddammit.
brother.
It's really cool that it made 5th grade significantly more stressful than most of high school.
Yeah.
I'm not a smart dude. I just really loved reading.
Yeah.
And I really liked robots because robots are fucking awesome. That's
You
it.
read and then you learn words from context clues and you start acing the red vocab books and his brain is different.
Oh wow, you have a special little interest? That's crazy. You must be gifted. It's like, no, I'm a kid with an obsession.
It's insane thinking about my 8th grade like gifted program project, which was just, here's a box, build this Connects roller coaster. That was the whole
That's
thing.
fun though. I had one Christmas, I got a Connects roller coaster and it was the best Christmas ever. Me and my sisters like worked to
actually
like
You ever
build
step
this
on one?
giant
step on
fucking
one?
thing.
You ever step on one?
Yeah, of course I stepped on one. I stepped on one and I went, ouch!
The only person I knew with Connects was the one with the fucking turtle and the Small Soldiers Rock'em Sock'em set. That's the only Connects kid I knew. That was my one Connects experience.
Did any of y'all have or know someone who did have toys that scared you as a kid? This is Fuckeroni Pizza who asks. That or just weird ways you used to play with toys as a kid.
Why is Mandy maniacal?
Mandy
What
has
the
thought
fuck?
of something.
I wish Dimitri was. We have to get him to guest sometime. It's not my story, but he had.
Dimitri might be one of the funniest dudes ever.
The thing is, his parents got like a Jurassic Park, like it was like a Velociraptor.
Oh.
And he could like press this button on it and it would go and make the noises. The thing is he put it under his bed and he had it for like 2 years or something. But then the batteries started dying and it would start making the noise in the dead of night and he didn't know what was happening. So he'd be laying in bed hearing the dying Velociraptor toy. So he's just sitting there going 6 or 8 years old hearing under his bed.
Oh, this reminds me of a
You
fucking
think
story.
it would be a fucking monster? Oh, dude.
So
Yeah.
at one point, my dad, I forget. I think we went to Florida or something. There was one of the Universal parks that has a Jurassic Park ride.
Yeah.
Where you just get into like a makeshift version of the Jurassic Park car, and like it's supposed to be like the park, and it's all fucked up, right? And it's very slow. It's just like things happen at you. There's no speed or anything, and it was pretty normal the whole way through. But I'm like 6 or 7 years old.
Yeah.
And I watched the movie, and I was like, "That's so cool. It's a little scary, but it's cool." And Dad's like, "Oh, you fuck with dinosaurs." So we go together. We're going on the thing, and it's pretty normal for the most part. But at the very end, the tone changes, and it stops being like, "Look at the cool dinosaurs all over the place." And we go inside a building and there's like alarms blaring everywhere and like red lights flashing and shit. And I suddenly just
over.
like shrink. And I'm like, "Oh, I don't know if I like this anymore." And at the very end, there's a life-size T-Rex animatronic.
It's over.
I'm not kidding. I've never heard a sound this loud before or since. And it's the sound from the movie, so it's like
yeah.
I feel my bones shake as this fucking thing is, and it goes, and my kid self looks at it. I'm just like, "Ah!" Of course, I lose my mind. And the ride ends. I'm shell shocked. I'm like, I cried a little bit. I'm like shaking. Dad looks at me and he's like, "Did you like the ride?" I'm like, "Uh-huh." And he's like, I really like, you want to go again? And I don't want to disappoint him. So I'm like, "Okay."
Oh my god.
Oh, you went again.
Do it again. And this time I'm like, I know what's coming. So the entire like peaceful part of it, I'm just like, "It's fine. I'm good. I know what's coming. It's going to be fine." And it's just as bad as the first time. And I had the exact same reaction.
Oh my god.
This time I actually like cry, and yeah, it was bad. It was sad. I got ice cream though, so it was okay.
It's funny. It's funny.
No, I just feel
love
bad for
laughing at
Dad because he
kids.
just felt like an asshole.
Oh, I mean, yeah, but
But then he got me
can't-
Dippin' Dots, so it's
hell
it's
yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
You can't tell what's gonna scare a kid. Kids are
Yeah, no,
stupid.
it's fucking whatever. Made for a really good story, so it's okay that he traumatized me.
Dude, when my fucking sister's kid's gonna come out, I'm gonna be like fucking scaring the shit out of that thing. This is a joke. This is a joke. This is a joke.
Whenever your sister's not looking, you just look at the kid and you're just like, she just goes back to just normal again.
I can't. I actually keep making that joke. Like we keep going to the grocery store like near where we are right now at the fishing lodge, and every single time we come back, I'm like, "Yo, our friend literally kept looking at babies and kept going, ah! just to scare him." And then everybody's like, "What the fuck?" But yeah, no, when I was a kid, I can't remember specifically a toy that scared me, but I remember a movie that scared me.
Oh yeah, that's right. We discovered that only the Norbit DVD full screen had Technicolor.
It's not Norbit. It's not Norbit. Although we did. When I was a really, really young kid, I was horrified of Small Soldiers, which is weird because we talk about that movie so much, and I genuinely like that movie.
So much.
I genuinely like that movie, but when I was a kid, I remember one of my friends was like, we're gonna have God, what's the video game called with the toy soldiers?
Army Men?
Sarge's Heroes?
Sarge's Hero. The GameCube one was like Sarge's Heroes.
Army Men, Sarge's Heroes.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a Army Men Sarge's Heroes party. I was like very, very young, like maybe 8.
Be mean, be green. Paint yourself green.
I came to his place, and when I got to his place, it was around October, so Halloween. His family put up a bunch of really fucking horrifying decorations of like witches that when you would get next to them, they'd go. Werewolves that would go and like just like jump at you because they were like you know, like those robotic ones, like machine ones. I would wiggle around, and basically I got in and I got caught. I got scared by all those fucking
Every
Halloween
single one got
decorations.
you.
And then I sit down, fucking Small Soldier starts. I see fucking, what's his face? The fucking, what's his name? God damn it.
Archer, leader of the Gorgonites.
I am Archer, leader of the Gorgon.
I see Archer, leader of the Gorgonites, and I'm like, completely fucking, my ass be crying, my ass be shitting me pants. I get up, I say, I want my mommy and daddy to come pick me up. I can't. Dude, I got out so fast. I know, but dude, it was one of those like you're so young and everything is before it was just horrifying. And then I remember I called my mom, I'm too scared to be at this party. And it was like my first party ever. And my mom was like,
I told you weren't ready for parties.
Oh, God.
This reminds me. Do you,
It's
you
so
guys,
fucking
you guys have
funny.
moments in movies that did that to you? Because I've got a couple.
yeah.
it was the first time I ever went to the movie theater when I was still, you know, like I remember what was happening on screen. It's the reason why I didn't go to the movie theater for a really, really long time. That stopped me from watching movies from age like 4 to 12.
Wow. And now here you are, a certifiable kinosexual. That's how you say it.
I'm kinosexual. Fucking I'm peak sexual, bro.
It's Pride Month, everyone.
I was 4 years old, super tiny. We went to see the Rugrats movie, the Rugrats in Paris, I think.
Who was in Paris?
Shut up. I'm going to start responding to that now, man. Anytime anyone asks who's in Paris, I'll be like, oh, fucking Rugrats.
All I'm saying is it wasn't Chucky's mom because she fucking died in that movie.
What?
Yeah, Chucky's mom died in that movie.
I
at the
was
beginning
gonna
of the
say,
movie.
I thought they were getting him a new mom in that movie.
At the start of the movie, I mean, I was a tiny baby. I like 4 years old, barely remember, but all I
They
remember
show the car
is
crash footage.
I sit down. They don't.
They do.
Do they?
Yeah, they do. The first like a couple minutes of the movie is like a flashback to before Chucky was born, and they show like the car crash.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, in
Fuck you,
Rugrats in
Brendan.
Paris.
Oh, right, because Reptar knocked
you.
the car off the road.
Yeah. You see?
Okay, you're lying.
Stu is directly responsible for Chaz's dead wife.
You're lying. You're lying. Shut up. But I remember I was sitting down with my mom, and it was the first time she got me a little popcorn, a little toy that came with, like, you know, the popcorn bucket. She was trying to make me comfortable. And the thing is, I was not upset about the loud noises like some kids.
I am Reptar.
I got really sad because the beginning of the movie was about the mom dying, and I remember being so young, like 4 years old. I looked at my mom, I was like, no! And
That shit had me bawling. That shit had me bawling.
I'm dead ass. I was bawling. I was like, that was one of the moments where I was like, oh, death. Like,
For me, that moment.
Oh shit, you die.
For me, that moment was the first Rugrats movie because when Tommy Pickles says, if the monkeys want the nanners, I'll give them the nanners. I was writing shit down. I was like, how do you get rid of your little baby brother? How do you get rid of monkeys? Nanners got it.
Baby gotta die.
How do I get rid of the baby? Huh? Thank you, Tommy. He was too weak. I would have been strong.
I just remember literally fucking bawling my eyes out, and I was crying inconsolable. My mom had to take me out of the theater, and like we were outside, and she was like, "What's wrong?" And I was like, "I don't want to die."
Catch me crying at the Pokemon movie.
I had there were a couple that did it for me. One time there was just Nightmare Before Christmas was airing on TV, and just a very normal scene, but it was the one where they first, the kids, like they're trying to kidnap Santa Claus, but they get it wrong, and it's the Easter Bunny.
Yeah.
Like they let it out of the trash bag, and it runs around, and Jack is like, "No, that's not right." And they start bickering, and he has to get their attention, and so he goes from his normal self to like making a face. He's like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
I remember seeing that and just going from, "Oh, this is interesting," to I don't want to watch this anymore.
I'm not Stu.
Oh fuck! There's Large Marge.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Large Marge from Pee-wee's Big Adventure terrified me for years.
That's so funny.
I was so fucking scared of the claymation face that I would like cover myself and tell him Large Marge sent you.
She's actually horrifying, bro.
It fucking terrified me.
Even as an adult, it's like so out of fucking nowhere. It's like, what the fuck?
That and Ramses from
I've
Courage.
seen that clip as an adult, and I was like, why is that in Pee-wee?
When they pulled the burning body from the wreckage, it looks something like this. Fucking terrifying.
There's one other. My dad bought Constantine on DVD. And
Oh my God.
I was too young, right? So they didn't buy it for me. But like as I was going to bed, they popped the disc in, and I saw how the menu is introduced. And they did this CG thing where, oh God, what's the production house that has like the woman with like the angel wings and she comes down from the clouds?
Oh, yeah.
What's
I know
that
what you're
one
talking
called?
about, but
Just-
I don't remember which one.
Trimark?
The Paramount?
Was
Was
it
it the old
Trimark?
Paramount logo?
No,
It might be Paramount.
It might have been
I
the
don't
old
know.
Paramount logo. Because
But
now they just have the mountain, but it used to be the woman.
If you're our age, then you're older, then you know what this is.
Remember when they
No,
got
it's
rid of the woman
TriStar.
from
I'm
movies?
pretty
It was Columbia
TriStar.
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 Oh, Columbia
TriStar,
TriStar.
yeah.
It's either,
Yeah,
it's either
yeah.
Pegasus or the lady.
Yeah. So the lady appears, but they do this thing wherever like she stays there, and the colors go from normal to like Constantine color grading, and like she's like slow, like it's a time lapse, and she becomes fucked up and demonic. Then thunder appears, and she turns into one of the statues from Constantine, and then the Constantine music plays, and I see that, and this is the most horrifying thing I've ever seen in my fucking life by a long shot, because it introduces to me the concept of a thing that's normal becoming fucked up. I lose like 3 days sleep to that. I don't even tell parents. I just lay in bed awake like, that's not good.
Totally happened to me too. When my dad would watch Gone in 60 Seconds, he would beat me up after it.
Thanks for coming to the podcast.
Stephen King's Storm of the Century scared the fuck out of me, but Pokemon the first movie is the first time I felt shame as a child.
Shame?
Pokemon the first movie taught me shame.
Explain.
My dad took it with me. He was actually into Pokemon because weeb backstory once again. As I've mentioned before, he was big into Japan to the point that there was a time we went to Bed Bath and Beyond and we sat at one of the display tables and we just had Pokemon cards out. We traded them with random passerbys when I was like 5 or 6. Everyone had
Fuck yeah,
Pokemon
dude.
cards.
I've never heard of that, but that's kind of that's cool,
That's
but
sick.
also
That's sick.
strange.
Well, it wasn't like a thing. He just said, "Hey, let's just sit here and see if anyone will trade." And we sat near the front. Employees started trading Pokemon cards with us.
That's kind of cool.
Oh, this is like whenever I bought the Lime Green Mountain Dew Xbox and put it on a table, and like three conversations got started while ever we were dying from hot wings at too many games.
Yeah.
Oh,
but
God.
this was the time when everyone had Pokemon cards.
Yeah, okay. I get it.
Yeah, but he's like, let's see the first movie. And I was in the theater, and it's the scene where, spoilers for Pokemon the first movie.
He died.
It's the scene where Ash is fucking dead and turned to stone.
When he turns into stone, yeah.
Dude,
And then all the-
I haven't seen that movie. What the fuck?
And then all the Pokemon start crying, and the magic Pikachu and all the magic tears are flying into him. And I remember gripping my
God.
armrests really hard and being like, what is this feeling? Because I remember looking at my dad. So I remember looking at my dad, and he had the most weirded out look in his face. And he looked at me, and he just shrugged. And I realized the word I was thinking of. I went, "This is fucking embarrassing."
Oh, no.
It was like the
so
first
sad.
time feeling like watching something with the parent and being like, "Why does this feel weird?" Like, oh, this is really embarrassing. The magic tears bring him to life.
This is how I know we're different people, because that scene in the theater for me was me bawling and then burying my face to my mom
same.
and being like, "Oh, honey." I'm like, Pikachu.
Yeah.
Ash."
This is how different. This is how
Those are our
fucked we
diverging
are,
points.
man.
When the magic Pokemon tears brought him back to life, I felt like something was deeply wrong.
You felt embarrassment. We all felt sadness.
Why didn't he stay dead?
The thing was, I wasn't at an age where I should have felt embarrassment from that. It should have been fine. I probably should have been crying, but I was
Yeah.
like, what's happened? Like, oh, I don't like that my dad's watching this with me.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Just
I
trying
know
to put
that
together
feeling.
what was wrong.
That's so weird. That's like a normal thing, though.
Yeah.
A parent takes you to a movie like that.
But then the magic tears
Yeah.
bring into life made me go, something's not right. But I don't have, I don't
Did
have
you,
vocabulary
did
to
you
describe
release?
it.
Were you like a child and you went, fucking ding? Fuck this shit, fucking ding.
Oh my god.
The thing is, it didn't stop us. We saw the second movie together. We saw the third one. The problem was on the third one.
maybe you like the embarrassment.
Oh, with Entei?
Yeah. Guess what? There was a fucking blizzard that night. We were on the freeway for 4 hours.
Oh.
And we got to discuss
Oh,
Entei.
no.
Mainly me going, Dad, why was Entei her dad? And he went, I don't know. The Japanese make kind of weird stuff.
Hey, thanks so much for listening. This episode would not have been possible without the help from our patrons, such as Skellycopter, Ryan Rocket, Chips, Mr. Starchy, Rat Supreme, Geef, Cassandra Crash, Echo Stalker, Guy Beam, Dog Named Bear, Lambda Man, Rocco the Raccoon, Random Diamonds, Ulbert, Woodstock, DX Studios, Mr. Shirt, Brain Soup, The Frost Ace, Ethereal, Chris Chapman, Will9455, Leo the Geotech, Generic Phoenix, Boopoo Lou, Spherical May, Bland But Funny, Eric Scott Gillies, and Alan Diver. Once again, thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you soon.